Please welcome our old friends Ice-T and Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yep.
Yo, what's up, Scott?
Jesse the Mind Ventura. I'm sorry, you changed it to
I
that
am
one
the
point.
body and I am the mind. I'm also an eternal Jesse, the eternal spirit of karma, Ventura.
Have you been governor lately, or it's been a while, right?
I'm an acting governor in a parcel of Mexico that I've established a sovereign entity in.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have electricity, or do you use like cell phones and whatnot?
I have electrical capabilities, but it's not on grid. It's off grid.
How do you
it's
get
generated
electricity
by
off grid?
Sunlight, duck paddle boats.
They're tracking sunlight.
I have
from what
hamsters.
I hear now. They're tracking sunlight where
Yeah, they
sun
are.
rays go through. They're the satellites that are out in the what do you call that? Outer space. They're now
Technically, yes, outer space.
They're
where spaceships are.
They're intercepting light now, and all sunlight goes through those satellites and is beamed down to Earth. But now we know where it all goes.
I'm aware of those technological capabilities, and we have our own satellite presence
Oh, good.
right above the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you're intercepting those sun rays, and
It's
it's
a low orbit, low altitude satellite facility.
Oh, that's good.
It's somewhere between a high balloon and a low satellite.
Isn't that somewhat dangerous? A low satellite trajectory? Couldn't you run into flocks of birds?
No, because then I can go out and I can look up into it and I can see with the naked eye that my son is there, and I wave to him and he waves back. I have visual confirm.
Ice-T?
Yo, thanks for having me. This has been great. I guess I'll see you in another few years.
Hey, wait, come on, Ice-T. Come on back. What do you mean? Come
He's
on.
grumpy.
Just sitting here like I thought I was dead for a second. I thought,
Well, why don't you join in on the convo?
thought it was like the Sixth Sense or whatever.
You know which movie I loved you in? The Looters. Do you remember that
Trespass?
Walter
No.
Hill?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that...
Oh, was it called The Looters? Did it have another name?
I don't believe it was called the Loot.
No, it wasn't called The Looters.
That's a little on the nose, Greg.
It was right after the Rodney King riots, and they made a movie where there was the gold in the house and everything.
It's called something Night.
And your name was King James.
Judgment
in it.
Night.
Judgment Night. That's right. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
You were very good in that.
Greg, thank you very much. And I'm a big fan of your work. I love improvisational comedy.
I didn't know that.
Yet nobody knows it. It's been a secret I've been keeping for a long time.
Oh, the secret's out.
Do you ever do improv when you're doing your roles on telly, like to prepare for them?
Up against somebody like Richard Belzer,
Yeah, right.
forget about it. That guy he cracks me up.
The bells.
That's what I call him.
Rock the
How
bells.
did you know about that nickname?
The bells. I went diving for secrets with Richard Belzer.
For secrets?
in a diving bell?
We went in a diving Belzer.
Oh, my.
We went in a diving
boy.
Belzer. Me and Richard Belzer.
Really tickled yourself.
That one was...
I am tickling myself.
I haven't
Davy
heard...
Jones Locker, that one, boy.
You're literally tickling yourself.
I'm only ticklish.
I haven't
in the
heard
back.
something like that since a pulled Bjork sandwich.
Oh!
That really happened.
That really did
I
happen.
heard that. That really happened.
Ice and I drove up again from Mexico this time.
That's right. Don't you share...
We're neighbors, yeah.
Your neighbors, right? So you don't share property. You share a property line.
No, we share a backyard.
We share a backyard.
Really? What
Yeah.
kind, is that what you have to do in Mexico? Backyards are so scarce that you
It's
have
kind
to
of
share?
the law, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the law?
Yeah.
And just Coco, son out there and whatnot?
She loves it.
Yeah.
She's a real sun worshiper. She's out there on a chaise lounge.
She should hear about
She's
these
all
satellites.
Oiled
though.
up. What satellites?
The satellites that are intercepting the sun that goes into her body.
What's this?
They're tracking her body through.
Wait, is that what y'all were talking about?
Yeah, you were just zoning out.
Yeah, I was just playing games on my phone.
What do you got? Angry Birds? What's
You've
happening
seen my
there?
satellites.
I got a special all-rap version of Angry Birds.
Really? What do they do? They rap while they fly through the
It's
air?
all members of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh my god, I want
Yeah.
that. That actually, please, Angry Birds, start making
There goes the rookery.
See, Greg knows what's up.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
Wait, you know what's up or you're down? What?
Both.
Oh, okay. Great. So you guys drove up together. Whose vehicle?
We rented a shuttle.
What?
We rented.
A space shuttle.
You rented the
Yeah,
space
we
shuttle to come all the...
We taxied
We
the space
taxied
shuttle,
the space
Challenger
shuttle all the way here.
from Mexico.
Because it's been grounded, but
That's
better
right.
than mothballing it, you may as well use it for
That's right.
on the
That must have been
ground
quite a
transpo.
conversation piece at stoplights and whatnot.
Yeah, does that take up the entire, 4-lane highway?
It has a wide load,
People are angry about it.
but they're building the NAFTA superhighway, and we proved it because we drove on it.
Okay.
It's a good ride, too.
Smooth?
Smooth as silk.
How belted in are you?
You're pretty heavily belted in. There's a few layers of safety precautions.
What about, is there like a oven, microwave oven and whatnot?
Yeah, they got everything.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to go to the bathroom in your suit, though?
You don't have to, but it helps. We make good time coming up here. Also, all our food came out of pouches.
Oh, boy, I love that.
All of our food and games. I'm not going to waste 20 minutes to decompress the air chamber and get out of the suit and go use the bathroom on the shuttle.
Yeah. No, you have to. I mean, that's the decompression. I know you can get the bends from that if you don't do it correctly. You know
You
what
can
I mean?
get the bends if you come up from your diving bells are too fast as
All
well.
right. So, what did you guys come here to talk about? I mean, you have something
We got
together? Or
projects.
you have two separate projects?
We
Is that
were
what
supposed to be doing banter at the Oscars yesterday, but
That's
they
right.
cut
You
the
mean
bit.
last week, of course. Of course
Last
you mean
week.
last week.
What was the bit?
We were going to come out and say, listen, tonight is like a love letter to the movies. And then we were going to do something from Love Letters, but
the play.
This was our idea. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I didn't realize that was a play.
Yeah, they haven't made the movie of that
I thought
yet,
there must have been a
unfortunately.
movie of it. There must have been a movie of two people writing letters to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. It was Eloise and Abelard Part 1.
And at the last minute, we tried to change it to Lake House.
Do you think that Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino could make a movie that isn't a love letter to other movies? Do you think that's
No.
possible?
No, they love
I think-
movies too much. It's
They
not
love
in
them too much.
I'll give you a flat no on that.
I want to make a movie that's a cease and desist demand to movies.
I would have loved to seen a cease and desist for Warhorse.
Oh, my
Just
God.
stop it.
The play.
Well, yeah, of course. No, I haven't seen the movie. I bet that's
Only Steven
marvelous.
Spielberg makes the horse the star of a World War I movie.
I know.
A quarter of Europe's male population was wiped out, and I'm sad about the fucking horse. Although it was a hot time for lesbians in the early 20s in Europe.
You don't say.
Oh, hell
Have
yeah.
you ever been in combat, Proops?
Yeah, I have, Ice-T. And which one are you? Jesse
You can
Ventura.
address Ice-T, but I'm the one talking.
All right, sorry, Governor. I have been in combat, yeah.
You have been in combat, and you're telling me that a war horse that's downed is not a damaging moment in the life of a mission?
I was in Alexander's army, and when we were in the Indian campaign, we rode small pachyderms. And from the tower, we'd, throw the Greek fire or whatever, maybe a catapult or something. And my elephant got wounded, Kippy, and
I rode a war elephant in Cambodia.
Did you?
I did. We were looking for prisoners of war.
Wait, is this when you were looking for the Predators?
That was in Guatemala. I tried to bring a war elephant. I tried to march it like Hannibal from Cambodia all the way to Guatemala.
Yo, I seen a giraffe one time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
Whole giraffe?
I saw one with a broken neck one time. That
Did
was
you
sad.
really?
That sounds
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
How could
That
you
sounds
tell?
sad.
Because it had like its neck sticking out its neck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like a
gross.
giraffe's neck bone sticking
Yeah.
out.
How
of
did
it.
you see a giraffe with a neck sticking?
It was fine. It was. In fact, it had a sign. This was at a
Doesn't
zoo.
sound fine.
This was at a zoo. and
Don't worry about it. Take a picture anyway.
It actually, there was a sign under it that said, "The giraffe is fine. It hurt its neck. It doesn't feel pain about all of this.
How do
this
they
is
know?
This is how."
Sounds
Yeah, exactly.
like a classic cover-up.
Yeah.
Really?
It was taking giraffe Darvasat or whatever.
But it just said, you don't have to ask us about the giraffe. Just leave us alone about the giraffe. It's fine. We're fine.
Listen to the press releases. Go back to sleep. Your hoofed animals are fine. They're not having problems getting tree branches down at their height.
So you smell a conspiracy.
So, Ice-T, what Ice-T, what is
Present.
Ice-T, what is happening with you? What is going on? You asked if you could, come all the way out here from Mexico.
I'm trying to rebrand myself, because I see, I've been doing SVU for a long time now.
That's Law and Order SVU. It's a
Yeah.
show that you've been on that
Special Victims Unit.
basically it's a police force that has a strange combination of old character actors and hot models are on this force.
That's not
like
the-
hot female models.
That's not the premise of the show.
Hot female models
You're
and
conflating the
older-
actors who play the characters with the premise of the show.
It's hot. It's just the hottest girls you would ever see with incredible makeup and long hair.
That's right.
And then the oldest, grossest character actors.
Yeah, and me.
And you.
What distinguishes the victims that makes them so special?
Most of them have perfect attendance.
Wow, and that's what the kind of thing you don't hear.
One
a
was
lot.
wearing a tiara.
They're punctual.
They're punctual, polite. You'll always get a thank you note from these victims.
That's the kind of behind the scenes gossip that you don't because a lot of people wouldn't know that unless
I signed on to the show because I thought it was a unit made up of special victims, and I thought it was like a zombie show,
Right.
Where these zombies had that's what made them special. They were victims of crimes. They're dead. They come back from the grave to become police officers and solve crimes.
Wait, there should be something called.
That's not what it's about. By
No,
the way,
it's not.
If you haven't seen the show,
Spoiler alert.
It's not,
There should
it's not a spoiler.
There should be something called
Built into the title.
Law and Order Victims of Circumstance Unit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Right. Victims of fate.
but look, here's the thing: special is code word for something messed up happened to these people that involved weird sex stuff.
Just
really?
sexual. They should just call it sex crime.
It's
An
just like,
Illuminati ritual.
no, it's just like rapes.
Standard rapes. You're not saying the Masons
Oh no,
were
I'm
involved?
sorry, Illuminati Mason rapes. It's my favorite cereal. Now look,
Illuminati Mason rips are so good with raspberries.
y'all get me off track.
I get waterboarded with Illuminati raisin baits. Raisin baits.
What?
I love Raisin Bates.
Raisin baits.
He's the most unsung character in the movie Psycho.
I thought that Raisin Bates' nude scene in About Schmidt was really
Yeah, a little hard to get with.
yeah. So Ice-T,
Yeah,
what?
I'm still here.
Yeah. So what? So you're working on Law and Order, and you just wanted to let us know.
I want to. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye. I'm trying to rebrand myself. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
I've been doing SVU for such a long time. It's like I feel like people got me all figured out. It's getting stale. It's like
Because a lot of people know you as grew to know you
Yeah.
as a hip hop star.
That's
But before
right.
it was even called hip hop, it was
Me
called
and-
rap.
That's right. With
And-
Ice-T and Body Count.
And they knew you as a rapper. They
That's
knew you
right.
as the original cop killer.
That's right.
I saw you at Lollapalooza.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
I really did. Your band was louder than Susie and the Banshees.
Yo,
and
man,
that is saying something. The loudest band in the world, Susie and the Banshees.
weren't we on
Jane's
the,
Addiction.
Wouldn't you say that maybe they caterwauled more than Susie and the Banshees?
Susie and the Banshees caterwauls quite a lot.
Yes.
Did they have because they had actual banshees in the band?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They
that's part of the
also had ghoulies.
So then Ice-T...
and one gremlin.
Yeah.
Then Ice-T, you rebranded yourself as an actor in such films as The Looters,
That's right.
and
Well.
and then you got on...
New Jack City.
UK title. The
It
Loser.
was the UK title, I think.
And then you got on to Law and Order, and
That's
you've been
right.
on there nigh upon 2.5 decades at this
It's been
point.
something like 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Richard Belzer solving disgusting crimes together.
I Love Lucy, Law and Order SVU. They both were around the same time
That's
in
right.
television history.
That's right. We were the first multi-camera procedural.
When you switched over from black and white to color, that had to be quite a moment. And
People couldn't handle it.
right,
They're like, "What? How do these living tiny people get in my living room?"
yeah.
And people
I'm
didn't
like-
know. People didn't know what color you were as well, and it was quite a surprise because of your speech pattern.
Come on, man. You gonna drag race into this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a drag race, but it is.
Too many puns. Anyway,
Too many buns.
Wait a
Here's
second.
my point.
Let me weigh in here.
Yeah, by all means.
let's hear what the Gov have to say.
If there's any more puns here, you're gonna get punished.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
You're not going to kick me in the bells sack, are you?
Never.
All right, Ice-T.
That's reassuring.
That's
Ice-T.
one thing I won't do.
So listen, here's the thought that I've been trying to get out for the last 100 years.
Twice as long as you've been doing the show.
That's right. Try to rebrand myself because I know it's guys like these comedy guys like Fred Armisen and John Mulaney like making fun of me. They're like imitating me.
Yeah.
They think they know what I sound like,
Yep.
making a fool out of me.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
You're not a fool. You
I'm
started
Ice-T.
hard. You're Ice-T.
Started hard. I'm gonna finish hard.
Yeah. And the in between we don't have to worry
Straight up
about.
gangster. In between,
You're gonna
whatever.
do some movies. You
I
gotta
like
do.
read a book, lay around the house.
Sure, but
Right.
start hard, finish hard.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
And then cool in between.
That's right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
It's kind of like the McDLT. You know, it's hot.
Cold on one end, hot on the other.
Yeah, sure. All right, go ahead. You were saying
Have
something?
you ever got to that thought you were formulating some 399 years ago when this began?
Nope.
Do you think it's being suppressed?
I smell conspiracy.
Is derailed the same thing as suppressed?
It can be when Amtrak is involved.
Vincent can be.
And that goes straight to the top.
I want to hear what is going on in your life right now.
I'm developing a new television program that combines my love of playing a police officer with my love of science fiction and fantasy.
We've talked about your love of these genres.
That's right.
Previous on the program.
That's right.
And I'm surprised that you would still want to continue being a cop if you're trying to rebrand, but...
Look, it's I'm playing a different cop.
Okay,
cop.
okay, I get it. All
Is
right.
Richard Belzer going to be in it?
I wish. He turned me down.
He cracked you up on set, doesn't he?
He cracks me up every damn day.
It's kind of a shame. Are you going to try to find someone else who will crack you up
Those
that
mirthful eyes behind those expensive shades.
I bet it all takes is a wry glance to break you.
All he got to do is like just cock his head a little bit, like in response to something, because like he's a great reactor, you know.
Yeah.
He's a terrible actor, but he's a great reactor. So it's like some perp will say something, and then
Do you cast real perpetrators?
yeah, we get actual criminals.
And actual hot girls.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's accurate to refer
If
to
we're
them
gonna get
that way.
actual hot girls, why don't we get actual prisoners?
So where does this take place, your sci-fi show?
It takes place in the future, and
Wait a second, you cracked yourself up
and
there.
I coughed. It takes place in the future and in an alternate reality that's filled with like centaurs and fairies and shit.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's hitting both of the notes that I like in science fiction and fantasy.
That's right.
Meaning the
Future.
science fiction part of it and the fantasy.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's centaurs. So who commits the crimes? The unicorns or the half man, half horses?
It's
or whatever?
all these weird creatures, and they don't get along. It's like a lot of parallels to humanity. It's like how like Star Trek used to use these aliens to like illustrate stuff about the human condition, like
Well, the
little
great-
morality plays.
The great thing about Spock was he was a Vulcan, but he Leonard Nimoy played a character named Spock.
Leonard Nimoy, the actor.
The director, most people know him as Three Men and a Baby.
I know him
director.
from Mission Impossible and Fringe. He had a long dry spell in between.
Yeah, he did.
What happened to that dude?
He did
And of
In
course his
Search Of
album.
for a long time.
Oh yeah,
He did In
Wait,
Search Of.
wait, hold on.
Bilbo
I want to back up here.
Baggins.
You know his albums?
yeah.
The ones where he sings as Spock?
Oh, sure. Everybody knows those. Like
The
Shatner.
Highly Illogical?
Yeah.
His famous
I
song,
love that
Highly
song, yeah.
Illogical. Wait, you know that's in the character and the guise of Spock.
I don't know what that
No,
means.
Mr. Spock.
I don't know what that means. I was not trying to be disrespectful by not calling him Mr. Spock. I apologize.
All right, so go on. So you're centaurs are out there, and you're investigating what types of crimes in this show?
Like murders.
Murders of centaurs?
Of anything.
Okay.
I mean, if it's alive, it can murder something else. That's just a law of nature.
But you're not investigating purely human murders.
No, I'm the only human on the show.
Oh, you're human.
I'm human.
Oh, you're
yeah.
not an alien. Or
No. I'm a human being.
Okay.
Well, how did you get there?
That will be explained
I
in the
see.
final episode.
Okay.
So
Because
episode 2?
I don't know how I got there. I'm like, what? How would I find myself in this strange world? And what is the future? Who's the president now? Because I still get newspapers from Earth.
Newspapers. You get newspapers from Earth?
That's right.
Are
That
they
must be quite
delivered
a-
That's
in
part of the-
pneumatic tubes.
That's part of the premise of the show.
Wow.
Is
I
much
wake up-
like what was that show? The delivery where he got tomorrow's paper,
First edition.
first edition,
Early edition.
early edition.
Early first edition.
Early first. you get papers from Earth,
I get a newspaper from Earth.
from the past or from the present.
From the present, which is
The future, our future.
It's very look.
Are they from
It's
an
like-
alternate universe and they
No,
cross paths?
they're from the regular Earth, and they end up in this place where I am, and that takes up like the whole first season is me wondering about these newspapers. Like first, I think, oh, it's an alternate universe. Nope. I'm able to deduce because I'm a detective on the show.
Because you can read between the lines.
Exactly, like every good detective does from Sherlock Holmes to Inspector Gadget.
So, say someone commits a crime, like say I'm a centaur and Choctaw's a fairy.
Yeah.
Let's just say you're a fairy, and I kill you, and I leave you in a ditch and whatnot. And along comes you. Do you drive in a car?
That's a hate crime.
Yeah, I got a car that I built myself from memory.
Because there are no there are no cars on this parallel future.
Nobody else needs them. I'm the only one who needs a car.
So you just build
People can fly and stuff,
Okay, and you remember every little part of how a car is put together?
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously not me in life, but I bet if I thought about it, I could probably remember every part of a car and eventually put it together.
Right, yeah.
Where did you get the car that was used for filming it? Was it a dealership, a standard dealership?
It's a Ford. It's a Ford SUV.
It's cool that you bought. It's cool that you bought American.
They're the only ones that didn't take money in the bailout, by the way.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
That's
right.
That's right. I admire the independent spirit. Also, the car was for free. Well, also, by the way, this has not happened yet. This is just my...
Oh, I thought it was happening.
No.
So how would you solve the crime then?
Well, here's this, Scott, would you mind, because you've acted before.
I have, yeah.
Even if you never do
Austin
again,
Powers 3.
you could help me out with this.
Sure. Get that muscle memory going.
Like, you're my partner, right?
Okay.
And you're like a weird... You're like a lagoon monster.
Oh, yeah. So how much time do I spend under the water as opposed to over the water?
Don't overthink it. It's just the improv exercise.
But I'm in and out. It's kind of like
You're
people are
amphibious.
Keep asking questions. You're getting close. Is he in the water or out of the water?
Yeah, see?
I like that you're a lagoon monster.
Yeah.
You don't usually hear it in that order.
Am I green and scaly? That's the only other
That's
thing
right.
I really need to know.
Yeah, you
okay,
are.
great. Got
You
it.
are.
I'm
like
locked
too
in.
much, where it's like, it's gross.
So he's a lizard person from the center of the earth.
Whoa. He's not a lizard person
No.
from the center of the earth.
I see the Illuminati agenda.
And no, look, I had to hear all about the Bush family on the way up here.
I
in that space
expect
shuttle.
we shared a ride. I expected more.
I know.
from you.
Their eyelids blink this sideways. I get it. So, you're like my partner. You're like this lagoon monster.
All right.
We get the call.
All right.
Fairy got murdered. We think it was a centaur. We better go check it out.
Okay.
Right? Because remember, it's like fantasy, but also,
And what's your name?
there's also science fiction.
What's your name in the piece?
My name is Trice E.
Trice E.
That's right.
Okay, great. Got it.
Yeah,
And what's
write
my
it
name?
down. I don't know, Gilly.
Sorry.
Gilsey.
Okay, Gilsey.
Gilsey.
Sorry.
No, don't. I'm trying to avoid confusion with the extremely popular Kristen Wiig character that everybody's quoting all the time.
Gilly.
Gilsey. All right.
So, all right,
Here
my
we go.
partner.
Sorry.
So first, we stumble upon, say, this centaur killed a fairy, and it's like we got to track down clues and stuff.
Okay.
So you say, all right, it's you trying to communicate to me. This is a murder. We got to do something about it.
Okay.
We got to investigate.
Okay.
Okay.
Trice.
What's up?
Get
Gilbert?
over here, pal.
Hey, it's kind of rude.
Immediately.
Well, here I am.
You know why I'm so rude?
Why?
Because we just got a call on the blower.
The phone.
Yeah, the phone.
We don't use that slang where I'm from, Guilty.
Look, Trice, we have a situation here. We got a murder of a centaur and a fairy. Is that what you said?
Sure.
Okay, a murder of a centaur and a fairy just came in, and you know what? We're up. We answered the phone. We're up.
Guilty. Guilty.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
Sorry.
It's magic.
Oh,
We're just a couple of cops.
okay. Well, I'm
So
a
this is beyond
I'm a lagoon
our
monster.
ability.
I'm a
Yeah, but you're a cop first.
I'm a cop first. That's true. Yeah.
So sorry.
Which limits you further than what you naturally are.
That's right. So it's magic. It's out of our hands.
Okay. Okay. Well, what do we do then?
I don't know. What do you feel like doing?
I have a war elephant if anyone wants to ride around.
Who's this guy?
I don't know.
You'll get your lemonade. Calm down.
He says I'm very sleepy. I'm gonna go take a nap immediately.
Which sounds a lot like I want lemonade
in that language.
in my language.
Well, okay. Can I
Let's
just
try
can I
that.
jump?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try
step
another
out
one?
of character? Step out of character. What's your question?
Well, that seemed to be kind of an inactive scene for me because I answered the phone and you thought it would launch us into action, and yet nothing kind of happened.
Well, what I'm trying to illustrate is like the frustration of like the police work, and then
so that leads to a lot of that kind of situation leads to a lot of moral ambiguity and a lot of wrestling of one's conscience and conscience.
I guess.
Does he ever solve a crime?
Don't get ahead of it.
Okay. Well,
so you want to do
Let's try another
scene?
scenario.
Okay,
Let's
here
try a sci-fi scenario.
Oh, good.
Okay, it's like
science and fiction.
science or fiction.
Is that what it is?
People don't understand. Sci-fi means
Sci or fi?
sci or fi.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah. It's one or the other. You can't have both.
It's an old trick or treat scenario.
So it's
Fuck
either
or fight.
it's either stories about science
Okay.
or it's made up stories that involve no science whatsoever.
Okay, so,
right, so-
am I still guilty?
You're still guilty.
Oh, great.
All right. So you get the call.
Okay, here we
You know,
go.
we got to investigate this crime.
Trice,
Oh, sorry. I got lost.
get over here.
I mean, I don't care for the way you order me
God
around,
damn it.
Gildy.
You stand toe-to-toe with me or else we are going to literally be toe-to-toe.
What's up, you ugly son of a bitch?
I like this. This
It's,
is crackling
Good, right?
dialogue.
This is how these
rumbling.
guys, they're like real characters, you know?
So,
Gildy, Trice, get in my office.
oh, the
It's the
captain's
chief.
here. Okay.
Gentlemen, and Lagoon Monster, there's been an insane computer embezzling out there. I need you both on it this afternoon.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't sound like our jurisdiction. Where have they been embezzling from?
Lagoon Monster!
Unless it's
Counterman me.
unless it's about a robot, it's not our jurisdiction.
They've been embezzling from all over the planet. Can't you see this planet's resources have been depleted because of this insane embezzling computer that no one knows where it is?
Well, we're in the robot division, so unless they've been
A
embezzling
computer is a robot, you yin-yang.
Ooh, he got you.
Oh man.
All right. So that's pretty good scenario, right?
Okay, it's pretty
And
good.
then-
And hey, be careful out there.
Thank you so much, Chief. All right, so Trice, let's go hop into
we
my
get my
space
home-
car.
Well, let's get my homemade car. I mean, I went to a lot of
Oh,
trouble
yeah.
to
Okay.
build it.
Okay, so
So here we go. We're in the car.
Bring your car around, Troy?
Then wait,
who's this
dude?
guy?
I'm the futuristic parking lot attendant.
Yeah, bring it around.
It's here.
Do you have
Make sure
money
you put
to
my
tip
mirrors
him?
back the way I like them.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you know what? My seat is all up now.
I was sitting in it.
Here's your tip: 30 space credits.
30 space credits. Crunch. They're real. Thanks.
All right, so Gildy, what's
And
the
be
case?
careful out there.
Oh, hey, he's in the back of the car. Get out of here. Do you want to come along?
No, I have.
Hey, have you
duties.
ever thought about being a police officer?
A police officer? What's that? This is the future where fairies and centaurs live in eternal peace except for the occasional rape, stroke, murder.
Gildy, we can't do a ride along right now. we got. What's
we
the
gotta
case?
work-
What's the case we're on?
All right, well, it seems just like the chief told us, it looks like a computer embezzled a bunch of stuff from a robot.
Nothing we can do, Gildy. That science is beyond our understanding.
Well, maybe you're on...
Anything.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Psh.
That's right. A Jewish couple gets married. Mazel tov, everybody.
All right, I see. Well, I wish you luck in this endeavor. We have to take a little bit of a
You have
break,
two
and then
wishes left.
we're going to come right back. We have Ice-T, we have Jesse the Mind Ventura, we have Greg Proops. We'll be right
Yep.
back with a little bang bang.